Okay, so in this interview or podcast, we're going to be talking to Kathrine Parr and Catherine Howard, who were both queens of England and married to King Henry VIII. Catherine Parr survived him, but Catherine Howard was beheaded. So we're going to find more about that in this video. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Canceled Podcast. Today we have our special guest, everyone's biggest op, Catherine Howard. Oh, are you dead serious wearing that?
Yeah.
Like that's what you decided to wear today?
Yeah, what's wrong with it?
Okay. All right, we've got a lot of questions today. So did you really love Thomas C, or were you just dying to get away from your husband?
No, I really did love him. I can't deny that. It was a good distraction from everything that was going on in the palace. It really was, but I wouldn't say it was treason.
I'm not gonna lie. Word around the town is that your family has actually been using your husband for political power and gain. What do you have to say about that?
I can say they definitely guided me into this marriage, but there's no forcing, there was no using that I know of. Maybe they are, but I'm not sure.
Okay, we're going full honesty right now. Big truths. Everything on the table is right here in this question.
There's nothing on the table.
No need for that too. If we could go back, you could do it all over. Someone's giving you a chance. Would you pick the king or anybody else? Thomas Goldberger. Slay! Or
I'm not gonna lie, the things that the king said to me, all of his gifts, just everything about him, it was fun, it was nice. It was just getting my head cut off part that made it a little iffy.
So, that's actually what we like to call a pushover. So pretty much everybody knows that Anne Boleyn is your cousin, and what's actually cool about that is now you are married to her old husband and now stepmothering her children. Don't get me wrong, it's weird, it's sus, but I want to know what you have to say about it.
I am the stepmother to my cousins. And I'm not gonna lie, it is a little weird. It really is. And I know Elizabeth recognizes that too, being as she knows her father's the one that had her mother killed. And so it's just a whole little awkward situation, but we make the best of it. We all love each other. And we're just a nice little family.
Yeah, that's still really weird. So, honestly though, did you marry Big H Dog for the love, or do you really like money, or you what?
You know, the money was nice, I'm not gonna lie. But I did love him. Maybe.
Hot topic on the press, guys. We all want to know if you seriously knew that the adultery for treason thing was going to become a serious rule or not.
Well, I mean, I was the queen, I should be able to do what I want.
Well, but who told you that?
Myself. But no, I wasn't really surprised when it came out as a whole treason act.
If you had lived, per se, and you had a memoir, would you maybe have called it How to Lose a King in 10 Days?
What?
Like the movie with Matthew McConaughey. Super hot.
No, and I was married to him for 1.5 years. Get your facts straight.
Get your facts straight, and you actually cheated on him and he cut your head off. Basically, you guys, thank God she left. I'm not joking. I've never interviewed someone that weird in my life. And the information she gave us was basically everything we already know. She cheated on her husband. He cut her head off. They're married for 1 year. She has a lot of attitude. And she has committed adultery time and time again. guys, redemption round of yesterday when we had Cathrine with a K. We're actually having Cathrine with a C today, and she's not our biggest op. We actually all love her, and it's going to be way more entertaining than whoever we had sitting in this chair yesterday. That outfit is so cute.
Oh, thanks.
I love that you wore that today.
Oh, thanks. I love it too.
Okay, so were you like happy about the king dying, or were you like nervous to be the new queen, or what?
So basically, I did mourn him because, like, as a good wife should, like, he was my husband. And I'm really happy to be the queen because, like, I know how to run a country, basically. And yeah, I do miss him, but, like,
Okay, that's valid. That's valid. So we know that you married Thomas Seymour. Was that like true love, or was it just you were excited to move on after King Henry died?
so basically, it was love. And I was just, like, following my heart. And I wasn't just, like, seeking this, like, not thrill, but, like, basically just, like, it wasn't a rebound, basically.
That's valid. I like know what you're trying to say. I do have to change the subject a bit here.
Okay.
Because everyone, just wants to know the answer to this. Your ex-husband
You mean Chuz?
has a very like odd reputation of the way that his other millions of wives went out. So I was just wondering if you were ever worried that that was going to maybe happen to you as well.
I mean, obviously, he was, like, insane because, like, how do you cut people's heads off? So I was scared, but, like, no, because I didn't have any reasons to, especially because I, like, took care of him before he died, so.
Okay, so because obviously you were the one that survived him, how was it like difficult for you to have to take care of him and be that person for him, or was it relatively easy?
So yes and no. So basically, while he was sick, I was doing all the important things. While still doing this, I took care of him, but not as much as all the other people really think. And I was really pushing him to get back into his religious, like, feelings instead of just regarding the whole church. But yeah.
Okay, so how do you feel kind of releasing a book that's really surrounded by your life and everything going on with you?
So I think you're talking about the Lamination of a Sinner book.
Yes.
So I was a little nervous about that book because it is really personal and about my unworthiness for the grace of God and just, like, putting that out there and all my personal stuff. So I was a little nervous, but overall I feel good about, like, people being knowledgeable about that.
Okay, so I was just wondering, I know you've been mentioning religion a lot, and that was like a really big part of your book. But what religion are you, and like how does that affect you?
So I was raised Catholic, but I am now a Protestant because of all the religious reforms that have been happening in England. So, but that is a big part of me. As you know, like, most of my books talk about religion and stuff. So, yeah.
Okay, so for the last question I have for you, I just wanted to know, I know you have a lot of accomplishments that you've had, but what is your favorite like overall?
So I really am proud to be the first Queen of England to release a book. And that is really, like, I'm really proud of myself for that one.
Okay, so as we can all kind of obviously see, that was a lot better than yesterday's interview with the other Cathrine. I mean, Cathrine Parr was a lot more compliant. She was a lot nicer to look at. She was just, honestly, we got a lot more information out of her, so I feel really good with today's interview.
Okay, so since the interview, people have been asking me a lot of questions about, like, what languages I speak, because in my books I speak English, but people in real life has been caught using other ones. So I know Latin, French, and Italian, but while I was queen, I was starting to learn Spanish.
POV, this is Elin behind the camera recording. Okay, so how do you feel kind of releasing a, can you not?
Sorry.